But once again to another A to Z. This time we're going to be playing Army Hearties Neith. This Neith game is basically going to be an interesting one. I've not played it in a little while. But Neith is a hunter. And she's looking to farm up. Now, she's not like some of the other hunters. Most of the other hunters are hyper carries in the late stages. She still gets crit, still deals good damage. But you'll see with a kit that generally she's looking to support her team for the most part with her ability. She's very, very good at setting teammates up. And with the team we've got here, it's not bad for the amount of setups I can do. Let's talk through her abilities though, and you'll understand more about what goes on. Passive, first of all, is Broken Weave. Whenever a god dies, the Broken Weave gives her, basically places a weave on the ground. And you'll see the weaves as we go through this game. That's one of the strongest things in the kit, is the weave that a lot of people underestimate. You'll see these on the ground. There's also your abilities can actually help you to cast them as well. At least one of them can. And generally these weaves stay on the ground for a minute, so you want to try and abuse those to your advantage. Let's talk through abilities and also what these weaves will do with the ability activated. First of all, Spirit Arrow. This is your main form of DPS. It's a root that deals damage and penetrates through minions, so you can fire it through minions in a line like this, as you can see, and it'll deal damage to anyone that hit, and anyone caught in it will also be rooted for the duration stated on the tooltip. So at the moment 1.2 seconds, goes up to 2 seconds as you max it. Deals decent damage and you get some power off it as well, some physical power scaling as well, so you're looking to use that one for the most part as you level first. Second ability, you normally max this second. This is your Unravel. Now what it does is puts a big circle on the ground, you'll see it, and it'll deal damage and heal you for a percentage of that damage. As you can see, 40, 70, 100, 130, 160. Sorry, that's with the heal weave. And the normal one is just going to be an attack speed debuff as well, and a heal off it as well. Also, the attack speed debuff lasts for up to 6 seconds as you max this ability, so it become quite useful. You'll see me root here, keep him in place. Wasn't the best route, I was too busy talking to you guys about their god's abilities. We can see she's got ranged auto attacks, because she's a hunter, obviously enough. You're looking to use the root. If you need to, I'm not going to stop tanking this, because I can sustain. She's got fantastic sustain in lane as well. And your third ability is going to be Backflip. Now what this does is just repositions yourself. It also deals damage and slows as well, which is one thing you can be surprised at if you don't realise it. Oh, I should take Backflip here, I think. Just reposition myself. Now, with Backflip, it also puts a weave on the ground. You see the weave on the ground there. And your extra abilities you can cast. Now, the one Spirit Arrow, which I didn't actually mention, is that if you press 1 on it, you can see that it'll stun everybody in that area of the weave and deal damage to them as well. So what I'm going to be looking to do is use that weave in a few seconds' time. Like now. And it actually roots them, puts poke damage onto them. Just going to backflip again, because it slows the targets. And also, I can use my heal on that in a second as well if I want to on the next wave coming in. So it points me on Revel, and you'll see this ability here. Throw it out, and it gives you a heal, deals some damage to them as well. So it's very, very good for sustaining up. I'm not playing this one great right now, but we'll be okay. Just gotta watch out for backflips, which will come in all the time.
Enemy missing right.
I'll take a little bit of poke damage that I didn't really need to them. My support's playing very passive, so it's not a whole lot I can do. I will pop my heal now, my potion. I don't really want to, but they're very aggressive in this lane, so I'm just going to have to play this one a little bit more passive now. I'm just push all the way up to tower this time. We're not going to lose anything for it. I could use this weave to detonate on the minions if I want to, but I'm actually going to use it for the heal. You can see if you do land your 1 on everything, it can deal some good damage to it. Last ability to talk about will be the ultimate as well, which is it a root? I'm sorry, I might be wrong. It's just an AoE root, I guess. Not a stun. I thought it was a stun. Don't know why I'm saying that. I'm getting confused with myself. The ultimate as well is World Weaver, and you'll see that being used in this game more than likely quite often. It's one of these abilities that allows you to go aggressive. Losing a lot of minions here, unfortunately. And the ultimate is a global ultimate that will deal damage to a target across the map. You can highlight and target somebody, deal damage to them, and it also stuns them if you make the length of time stronger. I'm not sure if I got experience with that. I think I did. I can try and show you that in a second. I'm just not having the greatest of lanes. Ganking middle lane was good. You can see the ultimate, I can channel it and deal damage. I'm going to fire it off there. I might actually get a kill because of that. No, he's going to body block it. But the ultimate, as you'll see, I'm talking a lot of crap right now, deals damage and he does a 1.1 second stun. You can fire it quicker, but you won't get as long of a stun off the ability. So you've got to be careful of that as well. It allows you to stay in lane and still influence the other lanes as well at the same time. So it's very, very good for team play and getting kills across the map or even assists to set people up when you know they're going for ganks. Her laning phase is pretty easy and pretty standard. It's not rocket science to play her in the lane. I mean, you're just sustaining up, farming the minion wave. Use your 2, your 1 for clear, your 2 to heal yourself, and your 3 to backflip in case you get into trouble. You should see in a minute that I might go a little bit more aggressive once I get my stacking item online.
Be right back.
Now in matchups, for the most part, you want to be maxing your 1. Very rare occasion you'll want to max your 2, just in case you're in a really rough matchup. Or for this one, you just see me max my 1.
On my way.
So what you're really looking to do is clear the wave, use your ultimate to try and influence a fight, if you can potentially get a kill off. I mean, with the composition I've got here, you can look at using your ultimate to set up Anubis for his ultimate, or a rep, Ra to hit a snipe onto the Loki, or follow Apollo with his rotations too. Now, effective ways to wave clear is just auto-attack the minions down. You can 1-2 if you need to clear them quickly as well. But you can also backflip and then 1 onto the weave to clear it even faster if you need to. Landing auto-attacks is kind of hard. Just going to backflip on these now. Detonate the weave and you can see it clears the minions out for the most part.
I'm returning to base.
Just use my backflip. Oh, that's me dead then. Oh, I didn't land my route, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have lived.
My way.
My support's pretty passive. It's not really my fault. I should have backflipped when I did and then went aggressive again. It was a bad call. Now, build-wise will always change. I'm just going to go for the safe Honto build this time round. I could have gone for something a little bit stronger for doing more damage.
Enemy missing right. Be careful middle. Enemy missing right. Be right back.
So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to look to farm. And my purple buff is still up, I think. I hope. I'm not sure, though. And they're still pushing on this wave, so I'm just going to keep clearing up the minions as much as humanly possible. I think my purple might be down now. We'll find out in a second as we rotate round for it. Oh, good news, it's up. So with her kit, you can see she's not bad at trading with other hunters. I've not really traded this game though, because I've not had the chance to. Their support's played a lot better than mine, so I've not had an opportunity to go aggressive here. He's pretty strong right now, so I'm just looking to farm up. Keep myself relatively safe this time round.
Enemies in the left jungle.
He's dead now. Should be able to finish off that kill, hopefully.
Enemies in the right jungle.
Just gonna backflip. Now remember, backflip does deal damage, and that's exactly what I just did then. Use the backflip for damage.
Enemy ultimate down.
It's not something you always want to do.
Be careful!
On my way.
Retreat!
Oh, he's coming for me, I guess.
An ally has been slain.
Missed my route.
An enemy has been
You should be able to get away though, which is good, so I can just carry on farming again as he rotates back mid lane.
an ally.
Busy trying to talk to you guys at the same time as farm. It's pretty hard.
Your middle tower is
Just
under
gonna rotate back to the safety of my tower and make sure that the Gold Fury is defended here. I could go back to base right now. I don't need to. I'm sustained enough for the time being, so just push that wave in, wait for the next wave to come, and I'll be okay. Now you can see that you can do some decent damage if you get the opportunity to.
I'm returning to base.
My almost up in 20 seconds, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on the minimap once again. You can see how you could use it aggressively in lane 2. If I had more damage on line, I would have been able to kill him there.
Enemy missing right. Careful middle. Careful middle. Enemies incoming middle.
Once you start a trade, you can see that I can abuse the trade situation as well and heal back up off the minions if I need to.
Your right tower is under attack. Retreat! Take right lane.
Not worried about eating a bit of poke from these minions.
Attack. Nice job.
You can see that I ulted him across the map there. And that route was terrible. Right, Bacchus is coming on me, so I'm just going to disengage here. There's no reason for me to go overly aggressive. If he goes for the flop, I'm going to backflip straight away. Now I backflip there to actually kill the minions off before they die to the tower, really. But I didn't really kill them as much as effectively as I wanted to. Just got to keep an eye on your cooldowns for the most part. I didn't play very well in this lane so far. But yeah, use your 2 for attack speed slow at the same time. When you're trading with the hunters. You can trip back to base here.
Enemy missing. Be careful middle.
That'll help me broadside.
Just gonna pick this up. Let's just get. Actually, no. I'm just gonna change my mind about that. I'm gonna miss myself sprint too.
Right.
Then that'll help me out a little bit more.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Enemy ultimate incoming. Be careful, middle.
Out of mana.
I don't have ultimate to go for this. I knew Apollo was probably gonna rotate there. That's why I was calling the ultimate incoming. I would have rotated there when I could. So I've got myself a kill in the lane. Still looking to farm up, get my Devours going on this online.
The Gold Fury.
In team fights though, you're looking to use your slows and your repositions and your routes to set teammates up. You can deal damage with your crits as well.
An ally has been slain.
My helmet is available here, but we're all going very aggressive on our side of the jungle here. Got Fury still standing.
Enemy spotted. Enemy missing. Right tower is under attack. Be careful middle.
I was actually chilling my ultimate there. He used his ultimate pretty effectively to stop me from killing him. And the illusion to get away. So I wasn't getting any more of that.
Destroyed a right.
Got some damage on that.
Be careful. Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Hindu. Misses so many abilities here. There's the Bacchus flop coming, which I knew was on its way. So I'm not too worried there. I'll just lifesteal off these minions again if I need to. I didn't play that one great, but I'll be okay. You will be either... Sorry, your Unravel can go over the wall like that and heal yourself as well.
Be right back.
You don't have to use it just for the attack speed slow. You can also use it for healing. And then with the weave, it'll also do more damage as well.
Slain an enemy. Attack. I'm returning right lane.
Attack the Gold Fury. On my way.
We should be able to do Gold Fury here over the other side of the map.
On my way. Incoming.
Oh, Hindu. Missing a lot of these routes right now, which is unfortunate. I actually tried to use the backflip for the slow there more than anything else. My weave on the ground here can cause a lot of issues for him. Pick up a kill there. You can look for the Gold Fury here. I'm actually going to do a weave preemptively here in that position, just so when they can come in, I can root them if they want to go aggressive here. They might not see it coming. No, I don't think I hit.
Enemy ultimate down.
Slow his attacks down. Pick up the kill as well. Assist chain monkey me.
Killing spree.
Oh, I couldn't 118 kill that. That's a shame. Just choose to go aggressive though.
I'm returning to base.
So Neith has got a very, very safe kit. She's got a lot of utility to her. She can still 1v1 it, potentially very, very well if you play her enough and practice her enough. You could do a lot with a kit to get yourself into a situation where you're really, really quite dangerous. Oh, 80 more gold and I'm not good enough. I might just be naughty and wait in base. Don't do this at home, guys. Don't do this at home. Actually, no, didn't make much of a difference. Never mind. Didn't have to wait that long. It wasn't that bad.
Defend right lane. On my way. On my way. No problem.
See, I keep looking at the minimap there. I'm looking at the minimap to see if there's anybody low or anybody that they're initiating on that they're definitely going to get a kill on. And I can cause some issues. If Apollo rotates, I can preemptively push the tower as well as influence the team fight too.
Enemy missing left.
An enemy has been slain. I'm returning right lane. Middle.
Steady,
Your right
lad.
tower is under attack. Your right tower is ultimate down. Attack the middle tower.
So Apollo can't really trade with me here. If he does, I'm just going to keep healing him. Off him as well.
An enemy has been slain. I'm going for jungle.
I'm just keeping him pinned in here, really. That's why I use the will weave there. Keep forcing him away. He is clearing the way, but he's wanting to back her.
Killing spree. Nice.
Stopping him from backing. I don't mind eating a tower shot too if he wants to back there. Because I can just heal off the creeps again and back to a healthy point. And I can take down the tower as well.
Enemy missing left. Be careful, middle.
He might ult me here. And I've got to be careful about Bacchus rotation. There's a few people missing right now. My team's in the jungle there, so I feel a little bit safer. Just keep an eye on the sky. Oh, he's just going to run back to lane, okay. So he disengages, so I'm just going to bring down the tower instead. Well, I hope so. There we go. Oh, Hindu, these abilities. A little bit drunk then. We've got Alcon coming too, so I'm just going to disengage with this right now. See how I stunned them with the root? Oh, I missed the root. I went for the stun with that. Wasn't going to find it though. We actually don't need to back just yet. I can go and get purple buff.
I'll gank middle lane.
Don't know how I didn't pick up that buff. I clearly walked over it.
Be careful, middle.
Okay.
You can see you don't necessarily need to detonate a weave to clear the minion wave in full.
Rampage. Nice job.
Got a few hits up against soon, so I'm going to look for that one. Now, you can rotate because you can clear the wave quite quickly. You can obviously use your ultimate in the engagement as well. Now, you can see that whilst I'm using this ultimate, I'll try and show you what I mean with it in a second. There's a little circle that runs around it. This shows how long you have to charge it to get the maximum stun on the ability. If you don't have it up to full, you can see it here. See how it channels a circle around them? If I stay targeted on them, big circle comes around. And once I've held it long enough, you can deal damage and also get the longer route off.
Tower is under attack. Attack. Your right tower has been destroyed.
Steady, lad.
Killing spree. Bears down upon
Bit drunk, but I'll be okay for the time too. Oh, Hindu. Oh, Hindu, that was terrible. I'm gonna have to go back to base quickly.
Attack the Gold Fury.
I have to go back, otherwise he's gonna get this for free.
Attack! Enemy ultimate down! That's too coming. Attack right lane. I'll attack middle lane.
Just gonna keep pushing out right lane for the time being here. I wanted to recall to defend against the Loki, as he would have got that. I don't think Rock could have really stopped him. Maybe it could have. It's better safe than sorry. Diving the Apollo probably wasn't the best idea there, either thinking about it.
Enemies in the right.
I think I can do one more wave here. I've got to watch out for Alquang. I've got sprint too, so I should be able to get away a little bit if I just run. And that'll stop Loki's push for a couple waves.
That'll help you broadside.
Your left tower is under attack.
Oh, Apollo split pushing left now as well. The double split push comp is too strong.
Enemy missing left. Cancel that.
Your left tower is under attack. An enemy. Nice job. You're welcome.
Now with that there, I just used the Unravel to disengage him because I had a full minion wave to deal with as well. I didn't really want to fight him and a minion wave. It's not necessarily the best idea in the world. He doesn't have any crit right now, and I've got an item lead on him as well, so he's got to be respectful. If he doesn't respect me, I will beat him 1v1. My build is a lot stronger than his right now. Got to be careful about rotation now.
Attack middle lane.
Let's just prep up for that one. Getting Mez is embarrassing.
Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted. Attack. Enemy ultimate down.
Just keep poking them down as long as we can. Oh, Kwang's coming over too. I'm just gonna sword her so I can see it. Slow him down so he can't really escape that. I didn't need to use the backflip there at the end, but it was a good decision to do so. This fight is not good. I should be able to get the tier 2 tower here as well. I didn't really play that fight out very well. I should have been with the team a little bit more than I was. But it's okay.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy tower.
Slow him down so he can't get close. Well, if I would have hit my root, I would have been good at this game.
Returning to base. Attack middle tower.
You don't come this way, okay. Oh, I shouldn't have got hit by that. That was terrible, Hindu.
On my way.
I heard Loki stealth, that's why I'm looking behind me here.
Enemies incoming! Incoming!
Uh-oh.
Nice job!
Who wants to trade with me? I don't mind trading him out.
On my way! On my way! Attack middle lane! Attack right lane!
Should really be basing here. I've got so much gold to spend. But we'll keep pushing for the time being.
I'll attack middle lane!
At Davy Jones's locker.
Attack right lane!
And then
Attack the
Down
Titan!
you go. That's a little look at Neith. It wasn't the best performance of the game. You can see she kind of sits at the back line for the most part. Might die for that, but it's worth. Little look at Neith with 4,000 gold in inventory. Look to farm up, play safe for the most part. You can get a lot of damage off with her as well. She's not the hyper carry of the other hunters, but if you can play and position yourself right, you can deal a lot of damage in the fights and set up a lot of CC chains as well as available for you. Just because your backflip for a slow, your 2 is also an attack speed slow, your 1 is a root, then your ultimate is a stun as well, so not a bad little god. Not a bad little guy.